Hey, what's up guys? Captain Jack here, and welcome back to American Truck Simulator. I completely forgot what it was called for a second there. American Truck Simulator. I'm pretty sure that's what this game is actually called. ATS, if you'd prefer. We're back on this today. We've been playing ATS 2 the last couple of episodes, except for last week where there were some problems, and my apologies about that. But before that was ATS 2, and I figured it would be time to come back to ATS. Plus the fact that today, and this is big news people, prepare for this, but today is exactly, well today, not for me, but today for you guys, as in Wednesday the 22nd of July, 22nd of June 2016, is exactly 1 year since I started doing YouTube gaming videos. Basically since I started my YouTube career, as I had some random videos up from before then, back from when I used to do some stuff with some friends. But when I started on the 22nd of July 2015 doing proper gaming videos as my thing, it's been 1 year today for you guys if you're watching on Wednesday the 22nd. So woohoo, hype, yay, 1 year, yay, awesome. Yeah, so that's a pretty big feat. I'm amazed and proud of myself. Not only for making it this far, you know, doing as well as I have, but also for actually sticking it out this long, to be honest. I tend to give up with things quite easily and quite quickly, and not massively, but it can happen, and I'm just proud of myself for the fact that I have kept this going and I haven't just given up on it. So, woohoo and double hype to me. And yeah, I was planning on doing some special celebration-y type stuff today. I was going to get a special trailer and some kind of celebration trailer, or like a birthday cake, you know, something to mark the occasion. And guess what? There's no damn trailers out there that are celebratory in nature that I could find. None of them seem to be any fun. Actually, before I do that, so I'm just going to take a normal load for today. I have updated both Mexiscan and Coast to Coast. They now have updates to match the latest version because, don't forget, Arizona has now been released. So we have Arizona down here. Awesomeness that is Arizona. It's beautiful, incredible. It is full release now, so Mexiscan and Coast to Coast have finally been waiting for this update for ages. Have finally been updated so that they're compatible with the new release. I'm not sure, because obviously I know that they both map mods add in all this other stuff. But I'm not sure if the guys who do them have added anything into like what we already have, i.e. Arizona. I think there's some bits that aren't normally in Arizona. I'm not sure, I can't remember, but I think we've had some new stuff added in. So we've got lots of new roads. My plan, because I want to go down to Arizona and explore, my plan is to get a road that is take me down this way, all the way down here. this, all up this side, all up the eastern side into, I think that's Nova Scotia around here, isn't it? I think. And then we go all the way up into the northern territories of Canada, up to Yellowknife, which I think this is where the ice road truckers are. They go between like Yellowknife and down this way somewhere, and up further right, like up here, if I remember rightly. And if it continues any further, we'll have Alaska too soon. But yeah, so we've got all this added in now, which is pretty cool. But my plan today is to try and head south down towards Arizona and start exploring that. And then obviously we've got all the rest of this. Oh, and of course we've got Mexico. I'm not sure if that's fixed. I know some people were having issues where when they got a certain way into Mexico, it would just suddenly die and the game would crash and that was it. I'm not sure if that's fixed. I haven't been that far. But try and let me know. Feel free. So let's go to the freight market and see what we've got. So we are here in Calgary. Well, I don't want to stay in Calgary. Or Calgary, Regina, that's the wrong way. Regina, Seattle, again the wrong way. Boise, Idaho, that's heading in the right direction. Winnipeg, Seattle. I think Boise's probably going to be our best bet. Standard boring trailer, but we're heading in the right direction. You know, so why not? Also, I know that last episode of ETS2 I said, oh, this is going to be a longer drive, but I'm going to cut it down. It's going to be a bit shorter. Like, I'm going to shorten it down as much as I can, so it'll be alright. And it ended up being an hour long. I really should have split it into 2 separate videos. I'm an idiot for not doing that, but I'm not going to do that again. So, old me is now telling future me, in future, when you come to edit this, if it gets ridiculously long, cut it into 2 videos, damn you. Stop making ridiculously long videos. Hopefully future me listens. But we'll see what happens. I will try and cut it down as much as I can, keep it short. And make sure that we don't have any kind of ridiculousness in length. It's 1,000 miles, so it's going to be a long video. The one that was hour long was like, what, trip time of 24 hours or something? This one's 27. So lots of cutting. Anyway, let's set that as the GPS destination. I know I need to sleep. I'm going to pick up the trailer first and then sleep on the way. In fact, if I quickly look at the map, is there a sleep point on the actual journey? Is one a bit further away? I'm probably going to be better off getting sleep and, if we need it, fuel here before I actually leave. So we're going to get the trailer, then we'll get sleep and fuel and go from there. As well as the updates to those 2 map mods, I've installed the sound fix mod, the one I used to use in ETS2 ages ago, the one that made all the nice, like, made it sound louder in the cab. I don't know if you can hear, if I'm quiet for a second. Off in the distance, you hear that kind of tyre roar, like you get from, like if you're near a motorway or a highway or whatever, and you hear the tyre roar of cars just zooming along roads. You can hear that off in the distance. It adds in like all the ambient noises, makes them louder. There's one that makes it louder and one that makes it quieter, and I've got the louder one installed, but I have them both on here if I need to use them. But I have the loud one installed right now. That guy apparently also has a loud exhaust on his car. I don't know if you guys even heard that, but it was damn loud. So yeah, so it adds in all the ambient features. I already have a mod for the parking brake and the foot brake, as you guys know, which you can hear there. Oh, parking brake is on. Yeah, you can hear it there. That I love that noise. But this sound fixes mod is compatible with other sound mods, so they work well together. But what this one does is when you're driving on like asphalt, tarmac, it gives it a better sound, so you can hear it in the cab more. You can hear the ambient outside noises more. You can hear the horn a little better, even though it seems to have given me some weird horn. Either that or that's part of an update, I don't know, but it sounds stupid. And also like the lights and stuff. Hear that? All like the clickety things where you move like the retarder stick and the indicator stick, and you flick the light switch button. You know, that kind of stuff. It just makes it a little bit more audible. Makes it feel and sound more realistic. So yeah, so I've got that mod installed now as well, which is really cool. It's an awesome little mod. I think we're going this way. And speaking of sound, I have had a mess around with my sound settings again. As you probably know from, I don't know if you watched the Minecraft or the Bus Simulator videos at the beginning of this week. I've been having a bit of a fettle around with my sounds. I don't understand why it's gone so haywire suddenly. But I come across really, really loud. My voice comes through loud. And either the game comes through too loud or too quiet. And I can't seem to find that happy medium in the middle. And it's bugging the hell out of me. And it was so random as well. It's not even just because of the new PC. I mean, I've got a new PC, like new motherboard, new sound card. It's going to make some difference. But it's not even that, because it was fine when I started using this PC. And then some setting changed. I don't know what it was, but something changed. And then it went really haywire and loud. But I'm sort of getting it right. It's weird, because what I'll do is I'll quickly go and record for a minute, like me just doing whatever, and then I'll stop the recording, and I'll go and quickly listen to that part of the recording. Oh, look, the manual, well, the legs going up, as they do now. Yeah, I'll stop the recording, I'll go and listen to it quickly, just so I can figure out what it sounds like. And it'll sound kind of okay. And then I'll like go and edit it out and sort the rest of it out, and then it'll just sound really horrible. When I actually go and watch the video back live, it just sounds really loud. So I hope I'm not coming across too loudly, and I hope that the game audio is not too loud or too quiet. It feels kind of loud to me, and it's kind of making me feel like I'm shouting a little bit, so I'm going to start talking a bit quieter, and I'm going to turn the game audio down a tiny bit. Also, I haven't updated any of my trailer mods, because there are no updates for them yet. None of my trailers... I want fuel and I want to sleep. None of my trailers have... whatchamacallits? Have updates. So the advanced coupling I cannot use at the moment. It is turned off, in case you're wondering. I cannot use it because none of my trailer packs have been updated. They're all still in the same pack they're on at the moment. Even Jazzy Cat, he's got his AI trailers working in the game now, but apparently his actual like in-game usable, drivable trailers still haven't been updated to work with advanced coupling. So I think there was like one maybe that has been. So whatever happened, you know, whatever it was that was changed for the update, has seemed to have broken quite a lot. Because, yeah, it's taken him a while to get that released out. I don't know if he has right, like, at the point you're watching this. But from what I understand, at the point right now where I'm recording it, he hasn't updated yet. Yeah, so no advanced coupling for me just yet. But that I will start using it as soon as I can, I promise. Right, let's get this fuel. Bing. But yeah, so as soon as he updates his 109 gallons, nice. As soon as he updates those, or as soon as trailers get updated, I will start to use the advanced coupling, which I'm looking forward to. May not use it for long. I may get bored of doing it every single damn time, but you know, there you go. Right, let's quickly go and get some sleep. And then we can actually begin the journey. I'd have to sleep no matter what. Probably a few times during this long journey. So it doesn't really matter that much. Wow, braking turned up way too high. Much. And acceleration is really slow. I can't wait till I can upgrade my engine. I'm looking forward to that. Right, let's just go up on the grass a bit so we can... Oh god, that was way too tight. Too wide even. There we go. I'm pretty sure I can just pull in and park up, I think. Yeah, there we go. Right, let's just do that. Engine off, and then let's sleep. And then we can begin our journey. Side lights on. Trying to hit that piece of metal there. Right, let's get going. One thing I definitely need is track IR. Okay, I probably didn't need to go that wide, but I wanted to make sure. Track IR is a long way down my list, though. Next thing I'm actually saving up for currently is steering wheel and pedals. Eventually, like finally. I've been going on about getting them for ages, probably since I started YouTube. But, you know, other things have come up and been more important. It's just the way it goes sometimes. But they're on my list and I will have them soon, don't worry. So, this is going to be a fun journey, 27 hours. Is that a police car? I thought the police cars were all Crown Vics, unless the model gets changed by one of these map mods. I guess it probably does. Seeing as I'm in Canada, it probably puts a different police car model in up here. Oh, that was the other thing I wanted to say. I figured out that with that, with ATS 2, and I've got that Eddie Stobart mod, and I kept seeing like the old Eddie Stobart livery with the old Scania, and then I had the Scania T with the older road haulage livery, and I was like, oh cool, the livery actually knows which truck of my mods to use. And yeah, I was getting it completely wrong. Those two old Scanias are in the mod. They're in the actual skin mod, and the skin mod itself knows to use those as AI traffic. I didn't realise that. I didn't know that they were in the game, in the mod. I thought that it was just using my old trucks, and it cleverly knew which trucks to use. But no, they are actually part of that skin pack. I wanted to clear that up because I kept saying it, and someone probably is going to go back and watch those videos one day and be like, "Oh, you're an idiot. It's not I. It's because it's part of the pack." So I thought I'd clear that up. But yeah, so, you know, I got it wrong. Can freely admit that. Can't believe I've got 1,000 miles to go. My ETA is Monday at 12 PM. So Monday afternoon, and it's now Sunday morning. Damn, that's a long time. What have we actually got on this journey? Let's have a look. So we're going to Boise. I think I'm saying that right, you know, Boise. I'm sure it's Boise. Not just boys, it's Boise. I'm sure of it. So it's expected between Monday morning and Tuesday morning. So I've got some good time there. Yeah, that's plenty of time. And my next stop is 13 hours, and I've got 41 hours left to do the journey in. And they reckon I'm going to be there in probably about 26 hours. So that's a good amount of time. That's not too bad. And here we are at the border. Crossing back into America. Oops, I went a bit too far forward. That's going to cost me dearly. My bad. Probably get shot for doing something like that if I crash into the American border. What's that sign say? Welcome to the United States of America. God, they do love themselves, don't they? Look, it's America! America land! America! Oh, it's funny. Oops, helps if you change gear. Irving? Never heard of Irving before. Is that like a play on something real and a real American service station name? Is there actually a service station right by the border? Who knows? I guess people who live there know. Do you know, except for that border crossing and that fuel station, this has been the same terrain for the last 200 miles. It's been, well, at the moment it's trees on the right, but the whole time it's been rocks on the right, a big like rock face on the right, a lot of trees on the left with a bit of a hill, and that's it. I can kind of understand how it's difficult. Like the guys that do Mexican and Coast to Coast, they've got a lot of ground to cover. You know, doing like the whole of America and quite a lot of Canada now as well, and Mexico. That's a lot of scenery, and what they tend to do is they put in the towns and the cities, and they put a little bit, or not a little bit, they put quite a bit of detail in there, and they give it some fuel stations and rest stops and things, like you'd expect from the like the SES in-game stuff. And then in the spaces between, it was that there was barely anything. There was like rarely a fuel stop or any kind of stop in between. But they have kind of addressed that issue now. There are a few here and there. Maybe not quite as many as you'd expect, but there are a few. They're doing good at that. But detail-wise, I mean, look at this road. Look, it's just the same thing constantly. Trees on the right, trees on the left, that's it. I get that they can't put full detail in loads of houses and shops and cities and towns and things absolutely everywhere all along the entire route, because A, that's going to make the mod file itself so freaking huge from just all the stuff that would have to be in it. It would be ridiculous and you wouldn't be able to download it or play it. And B, because it would take months and months, if not years, to fill all that with detail. So those are two very good reasons why they can't do it, and I understand that. But just a little bit more, you know, a bit of difference, divergence. I mean, obviously the trees and the little hills are there to hide the fact that just behind there is nothing. It is an empty piece of map. There is just nothing there. Just emptiness. Because with all the roads, they've wanted to connect up the whole of America. They've given us all these roads to drive on, all these places to go and see. You've got to connect them all up. It's a big place. And so that does mean some fairly boring and dismal roads. I get that. But just a bit of detail, just break it up here and there. Even just change the scenery, you know? Just a little bit. I'm actually like falling asleep driving. Just staring at the same scenery going down the same road. I mean, this game's supposed to be about enjoyment. Yeah, it's fun to do the pickups and do the drop-offs, especially in ATS with the advanced drop-off points and that. But the majority of your time is spent in the cab, on the road, doing the driving. And that is where you want something to break up the boredom. I mean, yeah, you could put like the radio on. You've got the in-game radio, or you could just listen to your own music. You know, you could be watching a video while you play. But like, if these aren't things I can do as someone who's recording for YouTube. I can't do these things. And you personally may not want to do these things. You may want to look at the scenery, but you may just want to have interesting scenery to look at, you know? So it's not a rant. I'm not moaning or bitching. I'm just saying it would be nice if they do that. But as I said, the guy who's doing Coast to Coast, he's pretty much covered the whole thing now. I mean, he's probably going to go and add a few cities in here and there, maybe a few little roads in between. But what I'm hoping he'll do now, and what I think his main job now is that what he now needs to do is to go slowly over everything he's already done and just start adding in bits of detail here, breaking up the scenery and changing things up a little bit, you know, and just starts going over what he's done already and adding the details in to what he's already done, and adding in little extra side roads here and there that connect up to big roads, just so we've got more road space to cover. You know, just to give us more to look at. some more detailed and beautiful scenery. Like the guys at ProMods do for ATS 2. You know, they'll bring out a massive expansion, add some bits to replace, like add loads of areas. Then they'll go back over that in the next couple of updates and add in more details to those areas, and add little bits of extra detail to other areas they've previously done. They'll give you the roads to drive on and the cities to go and see, and then they'll start adding in the details afterwards, like adding to the details they've already put in. And this is what these guys who've done Mexiscan and Coast to Coast need to do. They've done a smart thing by realising that they're better off together, and they've made their maps fully compatible now, so that they work properly together, and you're advised to get them both together. But now they need to go away and do some detailing, and just make everything look good. I mean, I love the work they've put in, and I'm very thankful to them for it. But we need some detail. That's a nice bit of sudden change in scenery. It raises up. There's a bit of a hill, and you've got these sort of mountainous bits instead. You know, just that. Just occasionally, just change the scenery up, just so we've got something different to look at. That's all it takes. I'm not asking for the world. Well, I suppose I'm asking for a part of the world, technically. But hopefully you know what I mean. 15 hours left. We're actually cutting through this journey pretty damn quick. A lot faster than I thought we would. And our ETA is going down and down and down. In fact, our ETA now, I think it said that we had to deliver between, what was it? Was it 12 p.m. Monday and 3 a.m. Tuesday, was it? Why have I lost all my speed? This isn't that steep. What the hell's going on? It's not that steep. Where did all my speed go? That was weird. I just started slowing down as if I'd run out of fuel or something. Oh, great. Now someone's pulled in front of me. Idiot. I know I've slowed everyone down with that mistake. Look at all the tailbacks behind now. That's hilarious. I've caused a freaking pile up. Wow. Sorry, guys. Oops. My bad. But, wow, look at all the fuel I've used already. Gee, I need to get to a fuel station quick. I don't even think I'm going to get up here. Yeah, I can't even remember what I was saying now. I've completely confused myself. I don't know. No, it's gone. I've lost it. I know I was talking about the maps. Putting details in. I can't remember. It's gone. It can't have been that important, I guess. But yeah, stuff and things. Things and stuff. Please get up here. Please get up here. Come on. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. Yeah, I really don't know what happened there. It was... I mean, this is a bit of a gradient, but at first it wasn't that bad, and then I just started losing all my speed. And I slowed everyone else down, then the traffic started pulling around me, and it was going too slowly, so all the other traffic now was having trouble making it up. Yeah, we're coming to the top, though.